Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? We're back with another episode. This will be the last LA Noire video of May, and we only have a couple more until we're done with the game, so maybe a couple more weeks of LA Noire. But yeah, here's the Naked City.
187 at 5810 Murata Avenue. Homicide wants you over there. The coroner thinks the broad was whacked using the army morphine. Don't say anything, Roy. Just get over there.
All of our partners have an issue with their job, which is so funny to me. Alright, here we are at the murder scene. Just can't get away from the dead bodies.
Second floor, apartment 6, in the back.
Okay, second floor,
Thanks.
apartment 6.
Bukowski, you made homicide.
That I did. Good to see you, Phelps.
You two want a hug? Or can we get on with this?
Relax, Rusty.
26 years old, fashion model. Found in the tub by the cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson. She called it in.
We heard Carruthers thinks...
Carruthers likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the tub. Rest in peace. Case closed.
Here, here. Mal is 100% that it's murder.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Sure. Go right ahead.
Okay.
Phelps?
Val, we've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs.
Uh-huh.
The water is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all
She's
cases
got bite
of
marks on her
drowning.
arm.
Notice anything about our Vic?
May I took a look?
Be my guest.
Okay, at least I don't have to use my sensor.
Take a closer look at her head and neck.
Bruising on the forearms, and these look like bite marks.
Very good.
Yeah, I feel like anyone could have seen that. She's got messed up fingernails. At least she has her ring.
Very unusual ring.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire. The eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down, and another held her arm and injected her.
Damn.
Put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
Spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the syrettes. It would make my theory.
The morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought syrettes and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
Okay, what else do we have? Let's look at the bedroom. Oh, there's more pills.
Looks like barbiturates.
Okay. Okay. What is this? A grinder? I don't think that's the right answer. Oh, it's a pill box.
What else is rattling around in this thing?
A lighter? Oh, no?
We should speak to a doctor. Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster.
Huh. That's... looks like a men's jacket. That doesn't look like...
Quality English smoking jacket.
Yeah,
I don't know anyone under 45 who would wear one.
exactly. Alright, let's see.
There's been a modeling assignment.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
a place to start.
Come keep me company. Interesting. Okay, let's talk to the maid. Or,
I'm Detective Phelps.
is that what she was?
I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldson, I'm just so shocked.
Oh,
I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
you're talking to them.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? What else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact.
Okay, let's ask about the state of mind.
Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
What about the sleeping pills, though?
What are you hiding here, Mrs. Reynolds? Julia was obviously disturbed about something.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh my god. Really? Why would you not want to help this lady?
She was taking barbiturates. She couldn't sleep. You must have seen them in her room.
You've seen the pill box, the things she hid in there. I don't know how she supported herself. Always new clothes and jewelry. She lived like a movie star. A princess.
Okay. That's a good start, I guess.
Does modeling really pay that well?
Alright, what about her personal
Miss
life?
Randall have many friends, is it?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
Dude.
Why are you lying to me, Mrs. Reynolds? Julia had men stay here.
Yeah.
I will not speak ill of the dead. You can't prove that.
There's a smoking jacket in the back, lady.
Who owns the smoking jacket?
I wouldn't like to tell tales, you understand. That's Mr. Henderson's. An older man, very distinguished looking. He seemed very much in love with her.
Okay.
Where would we find him?
I'm sorry, I don't know. He said he lives in San Francisco.
Gross. Alright, what about your relationship,
What
lady?
was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
I doubt that. Look at that face.
Mrs. Reynolds, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very high-strung. Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all, and she wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it. Not the way it's turned out, though, is it?
Thanks, Mrs. Reynolds. You've been very helpful.
Very
One of the other
nice.
detectives will take your statement, and then you can go home.
We're level 17?
I think our work
Wow.
is done here.
Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the jacket?
Okay, here we are at Dr. Stoneman's practice. Let's see what we got. See what's cooking. Okay, he's on the 5th floor. 505.
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
Yes, sir, your name?
LAPD. We'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen from the LAPD here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've left.
Okay.
Your investigation is much more important than my sciatica. I'm just in pain here. Leave me alone.
Whatever. Get out of here.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
Okay, what about your relationship,
How well
bud?
did you know Miss Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
That's false, bud.
Julia Randall has been your patient for nearly a year. I'm sure you know that.
Do you doubt my veracity, Detective? Do you have access to my patient records?
Dude, what about the prescription?
Your prescriptions contradict you, Doctor.
Miss Randall was in the fashion business, as you probably know. She was jumped up on Benzedrine by day and knocked down by sleeping pills at night. I told her to slow up, but no. Life was too short for her.
And you supplied the prescription for the Benzedrine.
It's not illegal, Detective. A lot of young women in her line of work use it for weight loss.
Okay, what about the additional
You wrote
medications?
Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
You're looking a little sussy, boy.
Benzedrine is addictive, as I'm sure you know, Doctor.
As I warned her, But she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
Sounds like you knew her pretty well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
That'll be all for now, Dr. Stoneman. We'll be in touch.
Okay. Desatine's dress store? I don't think I'm not gonna say that right. Whatever. We're at the dress store regardless.
Well, hello. What can I help you with today?
LAPD, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
She's dead.
She was found dead this morning. How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
Did she have any close friends here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
I'd like that very much. Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer. Heather? These gentlemen are from the LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here.
Okay.
She's not in any kind of trouble, is she?
Again, she's dead.
Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, a wonderful company.
Well, now she's dead.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to
I'm
me.
very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look? That's some pearl, Miss Swanson.
Wow.
Would have cost Henry a fortune.
Look at all the pixels that are
Must
missing.
really love you.
Okay, what about your
How
relationship?
did you meet
Let's ask
Julia?
some questions.
I was introduced through my fiancé, Henry Arnett.
I believe that.
Henry is your beau. Tell us about it.
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business. He and Julia have been friends for years.
Mm-hmm. Friends.
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
She was wearing a sapphire engagement ring. Someone must have given it to her.
She never mentioned a man named Henderson to me.
That's all for now, Miss Swanson. Could you ask your fiancé to visit Hollywood Police Station? It would be very helpful to our inquiry.
Now, wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you
Oh.
tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
What? Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
Was being the key term. Alright, let's use the game well. See what we got.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Messages, please.
Yes, Detective. The coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Please, thank you. Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
Sure thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
Okay, to the hospital we go. Alright, here we are at the hospital. Let's see what we got.
Cole, Roy, I have some information for you.
You're the only person enjoying this, Mal. Get on with it.
The bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers.
Wow.
Death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
Okay.
All right, Mal, what gives?
The dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
Damn.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 syrettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening, Mal.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or two after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy here could be one of our killers? That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
Damn. What'd you find? What is that?
Sorry, I don't play.
Is that a harmonica?
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and the morphine.
Okay. Weird.
Carruthers. Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over. They have a guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. And thanks for the lead.
Let's go, baby.
Sure, Mel. Thanks for the lead.
Oh, we were literally right across the street.
His wife a tap. I said all's fair in love and war.
Mr. Arnett, I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. Thanks for coming in.
Call me Henry. It's the least I could do. Terrible news about
He kind of looks like John Hamm a little bit.
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally modeled for me.
I don't believe you, dude.
He's asking whether you banged her in a chuck-on-the-shoulder fraternity kind of way.
Damn.
I'm engaged to be married. It wouldn't be polite.
Answer the question.
This will remain private. Heather won't have to know. Yes. We had relations.
Okay.
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
I don't believe that.
Henry, I don't like when people lie to me. She was seeing a man named Henderson. You know who I'm talking
The
about.
housekeeper's,
Easy on, detective.
she
I may have heard of
she has
Henderson,
her
but I don't
statement
know his
against
full
you.
name. I think he's from New York or someplace back east.
That's funny. Julia told her cleaning lady that he lived in San Francisco.
Okay, you got me. I don't know where he's from. Julia wanted money. She always wanted money. She thought she could get some from this guy.
She was wearing a distinctive engagement ring. You think she might have convinced him to buy it for her?
Maybe he did, yeah. Maybe he and Julia were getting serious.
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or something?
I don't believe you.
So you wouldn't have any reason to believe that LeBlanc would be involved in Julia Randall's murder?
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved. But like I said, I've never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
Okay.
Some kind of traveling salesman?
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure. I'm proud of it. Fighting 6th.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
Various companies. We had a lot of casualties.
I don't believe you.
Which engagements?
Okinawa. A couple of other places.
That'll be all for now, Henry.
Stolen valor, bud.
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
Okay, we're gonna have to trail just like we had to in the last episode.
He's in that
I know
car
there's an
behind.
achievement. If he doesn't detect you at all, you get an achievement for this mission, but obviously I did not do too well last time around, so... Okay, alright, we did that part right.
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Oh, thank God. I'm not even going to tell you how long I tried to do that. It took me like 15 minutes to get this right, so we're probably not going to get the achievement.
That's right, Mexico City. One-way ticket, please. Next available seat.
That would be 1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be.
LAPD, the man who just came in here, he bought a ticket?
Yes, sir. To Mexico City, tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
What have you got?
He bought a ticket from Mexico City. Tomorrow night.
That's good. But this is better.
Oh.
Oh my God. It's Fabergé.
Should have seen the look on the pawnbroker's face when I told him to hand it over.
Yeah, I bet.
The guy who owned the joint thought it was worth at least 10 large for a cigarette case. Arnett only got 600 clam.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Messages for me, please.
Yes, Detective. Detectives Bukowski and Galloway request you return to the Hollywood station. They have information in the Julia Randall case.
Any luck with the arrest record check on Jimmy LeBlanc?
Yes, Detective. Jimmy LeBlanc's last arresting officer was Patrolman Fred Wallace. He's posted the Hollywood 9th Beat Sunset Boulevard between Gordon and Wilcox.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Come on, let's give him a hand.
Right behind
I
you,
thought we were
Wallace,
just gonna
Detective
run
Phelps.
over him.
Wallace, go left. I'm going right after this little prick in the alley.
Do it. Yo, yo. Got one. Got two.
Find some cover.
Can we shoot him in the foot? We can. Come on. Peek it. Peek it.
Clear, go. Stay in cover. You're pretty brave for a dead man.
Come on. And you're dead, bud. Look at that. Stone cold killers.
Thanks. Outstanding warrant, armed robbery. Knocked over a drugstore back there, and it looks like he brought his whole posse with him. Bad luck for them. They're all yours now.
We need some information. Ever heard of a burglar goes by the name of Jimmy LeBlanc?
Sure. I nabbed Jimmy on a burglary beef a couple of years back. They cut through a music shop and into a jewelry store. He got 4 years.
Damn.
I missed his partner, though.
His partner?
Big guy. I had him cornered, and he picked up this huge display case and threw it out a plate glass window. Then he vaulted out of there like something out of Barnum and Bailey.
Got away.
I would have had him, except for LeBlanc yelling, "Run for it, Willie!"
Willie.
You think he was an acrobat of some sort?
Or like a strongman, a wrestler, or a boxer, that kind of thing.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
You haven't done too badly yourself.
Alright, back at the police station. See what we can do.
We caught up with Mal. He's given us the dope on LeBlanc.
He worked burglaries with a big guy. Goes by the name of Willie. He might be our killer. Can you work boxing gyms, the Y, promoters, that kind of stuff?
Since when have you started giving orders, Phelps? And where's the burglary angle? There was no sign of a...
That's where our net comes in. Next stop, we speak to Lacey about a list of recent burglaries.
The guy's a bum. His office is a front, and he's behind on the rent and his phone bill.
And he's skipping town tomorrow.
Let's get him in and beat it out of him.
Do you want to bring in the killer, Rusty?
It could be too smart for your own good, Phelps. We've been talking about that, haven't we, Roy? Stefan?
Finbar?
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you. Here you go.
Thanks.
Oh my
Is the cigarette
gosh.
case on there?
Radio. Oh, here's the cigarette case.
Here. Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud.
Sapphire
Julia
ring.
Randall's ring. It's here.
The pillbox.
Seems Julia wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox.
And the pearl ring.
Even the engagement ring was purloined. Arnett is a cad.
Damn. Okay, well, we gotta go then. Okay, finally. This was one of the longest drives I've had yet. We are pulling up to the residence. The Evstrom residence.
LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Evestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
Okay. Surely.
I am Mrs. Eastrom. How may I help you?
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions, if you don't mind.
Why would I mind, young man? If you are returning 43 pieces of my property.
Good Lord.
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please?
Can you describe to us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, detective.
Oh my god, lady.
A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
Whatever.
Why are you lying about the value of your jewelry, Mrs. Evestrom?
Who do you think you are? Making heinous accusations in my own home.
I hate this type of person.
We recovered the cigarette case from a pawnbroker. No one knows the real value of an item better than those guys.
That's true.
I inflated its value for the insurance claim. There. Are you
That's
satisfied?
insurance fraud, right? Isn't it?
My daughter's boyfriend was quite taken with the case. I think he was even more disappointed than I was when it was stolen.
What can you tell us about the burglary?
A terrible night. At least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
Were you in the house when the burglary took place?
Good heavens, no. I was at a social function held by a Dr. Harold Stoneman and his lovely wife. I returned home and all of my things were missing.
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eastrom. The department will get in touch and let you know how you can recover your valuables.
Cool.
You've only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
I hate this
See,
lady.
Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother. Hello, detectives. What is going on?
We'd like to ask exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, mother and father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that were stolen, darling.
Well, what did you find?
A sapphire ring on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation.
Yes, it is. I suggest we go straight to Henry Arnett's place and sort this mess out.
Okay. All right, Arnett's apartment. Let's see what we can find here. Hey, we got the achievement, chauffeur service.
Find out who your fiance really is.
Escort her to this place without any damage.
Welcome, sir. I'm sorry, are you a resident?
That's all you have to say?
LAPD detectives. We're here to speak to Henry Arnett.
Oh, Mr. Arnett? Apartment 30.
Thanks.
You can take the lift.
Thank you.
Well, isn't this just nice and awkward?
Stop!
LAPD!
Don't kill him, Cole. This guy's our case.
Go on, put your hands in the air!
Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Give it up! LAPD!
Nice. Back up. Holy crap.
Don't make me chase you!
Alright, I hate this. Oh my fucking god. Okay. Yo, the amount of times that we've been blindsided like that.
Looks like he got you good, Phelps. Yeah, he really packs a wallop. How did I get back here?
Under your own steam, miraculously. He came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
How was Arnett?
He's coming around, too. He's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers.
You missing something, Henry?
Let's see what's in the suitcase. He's got a ticket. Mexico City, bud.
You told Heather you're honeymooning without her?
And a watch. Oh, a nice watch.
Vacheron Constantine.
Wow.
It's an extremely expensive watch, Henry.
Yeah, Henry.
A graduation present from my parents.
Sure. All right, let's talk, buddy. Let's talk. What you got to say?
What do you think?
We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
Dude, we have all the stolen stuff.
How can you prove that I'm involved, detective?
With the cigarette case.
Because you pawned a Fabergé cigarette case today for $600. A case that is on a list of stolen items.
It was Julia's idea. Get a list of society parties, and find out where and when, and then have the guests burgle. Julia was desperate for money. No matter how much we made, she always wanted more.
What about
Why
the
did
motive?
Eva LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was gonna marry Heather if she'd have it. Julia told the others that they were out, that she was gonna create a new gang.
Dude.
You're lying, Arnett. I think you ordered them to kill her.
The train
It
ticket.
was made to look like suicide, and when the coroner saw through that, you knew it was time to run.
Yeah.
I told you I was involved in the burglaries. I had nothing to do with Julia's death.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why would I need to run?
Why'd you buy a ticket?
Have you told Miss Swanson that you're leaving for Mexico City tomorrow night? That it's a one-way ticket?
Henry? Tell me it isn't true.
Oh, sweetheart, it's
I had
true.
no choice. I wanted to marry Heather. I told Julia I wanted out, and she laughed in my face. I had to pay Willie and Jimmy a fortune to do her, and now I'm completely broke.
What you are, Buster, is under arrest.
That's right, Buster.
Who is Henderson, and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
Yeah, it's him. Or maybe not.
Tell me about your first burglary, and don't lie.
I can't remember. I don't keep a list of these things.
Well, good thing we do. The contraband list.
Your first burglary was a Dr. Harold Stoneman. You want to explain how he is involved, or shall I?
Henderson is Stoneman. He was crazy about Julia. She could get him to do whatever she wished. He threw the parties, and we arranged the burglaries. Julia never let him touch her. She just kept him hanging on the promise. Drove a good doctor almost insane.
Henry Arnett, you are under arrest for burglary.
Damn.
And for the murder of Julia Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good
Look at
doctor.
that, level
Oh, we
18.
will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
That sucks. Alright, I guess we need to get to Stoneman's practice.
Doctor to give us something to make this all better.
Alright, we're at Stoneman's practice, so we need to go talk to him.
Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett. And tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Damn.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in. I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
I'm so glad you came.
I bet you are.
Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. You know that I loved her. I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties. Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough. She never really cared for me.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
The practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key.
Okay, we can do that.
What have I done?
Yo. What?
Didn't see that coming.
Well, at least that makes for a good thumbnail.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, Detective. You have a message. Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler. Last known address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way.
Okay, I will meet you guys at Willie's apartment. Okay, Willie's apartment, 1 a.m. Lives at the Broadway.
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this. The kids around here say he plays the harmonica.
Find a game well and have the commander set up a dragnet. We want the area closed off. We'll take this side of the street.
Okay.
A harmonica playing wrestler. That's a weird one. Think he knits as well?
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut.
I hear harmonica. Oh, wow. What is that?
Wilson Reed, LAPD, give yourself up.
Damn. Oh. Oh, he climbed up. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Big mistake. Alright, we can get an achievement for shooting all the letters in the Broadway sign. So maybe we try to do that. Okay, okay, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We can get him. Dude, where did he go? Up? Oh my god. I think I would vomit if you told me I had to climb a storm drain.
Hold it. He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings. There he is. Waste the son of a bitch.
Damn. There we go. There's the achievement. Really? Come on now. There we go. Now we got him.
Son of a bitch really picked a spot for it up here, didn't he? Julia Randall's folks are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain. She really made an impression on me.
Well, you had that impact on a lot of men.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today. Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
Let's go. 8 million stories. We got an achievement for finishing that off. The Naked City, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. It means the world if you will subscribe for more. We got 5 stars because, of course, we did. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.